okay, this is the rest of the picture. The light of the holy relationship. Do you want freedom of the body or of the mind? For both, freedom of the body and the mind, you cannot have. Which do you value, freedom of the body or the mind? Which is your goal, freedom of the body or the mind? The one you see as means, the other end, and one must serve the other and lead to the other's predominance, increasing the other's importance by diminishing its own importance. Means serve the end, and as the end is reached, the value of the means decreases, eclipsed entirely when the means are recognized as functionless. No one but yearns for freedom and tries to find freedom. No one but yearns for freedom and tries to find freedom, yet he will seek for freedom where he believes freedom is and can be found. He will believe freedom possible of mind or body, and he will make the other, either the mind or the body, serve his choice as means to find the freedom for the one he values.
We cannot serve two masters. Whichever of the two potential masters that we value, we will serve. Our choice is between the two thought systems of the ego and the Holy Spirit. These two thought systems vie for influence over our decision-making mind. The body and the mind are symbols or battleground that represents each thought system's core belief. Are we a limited ego body or unlimited mind or spirit? Which belief do we value? If we value the body, our mind will become the tool or servant that serves the perceived needs of the body. If we side with the truth that we're unlimited spirit, we will allow the Holy Spirit to utilize the body as a communication device to teach only love and the unity of our one self. Whatever goal we value and desire most, the other one will become a servant for or the means to the achievement of the primary goal of the other. As long as we see ourselves as the body, our mind will follow the egoic thought system and pursue the ego's goal of proving that the Son of God is a sinful, limited ego body, and that the separation was real.
Where freedom of the body has been chosen, the mind is used as means whose value lies in the mind's ability to contrive ways to achieve the body's freedom. Yet freedom of the body has no meaning, and so the mind is dedicated to serve illusions. The choice to seek freedom for an illusionary body is a situation so contradictory and so impossible that anyone who chooses this goal of freedom for an illusionary body has no idea of what is valuable. This confusion of valuing the body over the mind is so profound it cannot be described. Yet, even in this confusion of what you value, the Holy Spirit waits in gentle patience, as certain of the outcome as the Holy Spirit is sure of his Creator's love. The Holy Spirit knows this mad decision of valuing the body over the mind was made by one, the split-minded sonship, as dear to his Creator as love is to itself.
Since we're here in time and space, we must have valued the body over the mind. The egoic thought system is the superficial attempt to grant freedom to an illusionary body. Yet this is only what the ego tells us its objective is. The ego's actual goal is the continuation of the belief that our mind lacks any power to choose again. Due to our egoic mind's belief that we are the body, our mind has slipped into a state of victim consciousness. The mind's power to create has degraded into the power to make only illusions. Creation requires extending thoughts that are shared with our Creator. Making involves fear-based thoughts of exclusion that are alien to the loving thoughts of God and thus are not shared. Making occurs within the imaginary world of perceptions, time, and space. Yet even this power to make is belittled by our ego as we claim we're powerless to act as the creator and cause of our world of provisional reality. We claim to be the effect of outside forces beyond our control. Illusions are made out of the belief that we're limited ego bodies. Illusions are not real because they are not shared with the mind of God. By choosing for the egoic thought system, our decision maker has opted for littleness over magnitude. We have valued the specialness of the little s self. Being special is like being famous. It's like being a unique personality. Oh, I'm unique and I'm special. Over the big S self, which is oneness with everybody, total inclusion. The mind is now the servant of the egoic body. The mind pursues the insane goal, egoic goal, of making the illusion of separation the truth of the one self.
Place the truth.
Replace.
Mhm.
The mind pursues the insane egoic goal of making the illusion of separation replace the truth of the one self.
Well done. Be not disturbed at all to think how the Holy Spirit can change the role of means and ends so easily in God loves and would have free forever, which is God's creation, the sonship. But be you rather grateful that you can be the means to serve the Holy Spirit's end. Your becoming the means to serve the Holy Spirit's end is the only service that leads to freedom. To serve this end, the body must be perceived as sinless because the goal is sinlessness, the lack of contradiction between the sinlessness of the illusionary body and truth of the sinlessness of the mind makes the soft transition from means to end as easily as is the shift from hate to gratitude before forgiving eyes. You will be sanctified by your brother, using your body only to serve the sinless. And it will be impossible for you to hate what serves your brother, whom you would heal.
The body possesses no power to sin. As such, the body cannot be sinful or sinless, since all power comes directly from the mind. During the transitory process of returning the split-minded to right-mindedness, the Holy Spirit must work within the illusion of the dream itself. By seeing the body as sinless, we can easily jump to the truth that our mind is sinless. Since we identify a brother and ourselves as a body, it's helpful to remove our underlying belief that the body is the home to sin or of sin. The Holy Spirit will reinterpret whatever perceived experiences we are willing to turn over for His guidance. The sinless body becomes a teaching device utilized by the Holy Spirit to communicate only love.
This holy relationship, lovely in its innocence, mighty in strength, and blazing with a light far brighter than the sun that lights the sky you see, is chosen of your Father as a means for God's own plan for salvation. Be thankful that the holy relationship serves your egoic plan for your salvation. Not at all. Hold on. Oh, ego here. Be thankful that the holy relationship serves your egoic plan for your salvation. Not at all. The egoic plan don't work. Nothing entrusted to the holy relationship can be misused, and nothing given the holy relationship, but will be used. That's a very powerful first half of that sentence, which is said very well. Nothing entrusted to the holy relationship can be misused. If you are sincerely trying to help someone, even though it may be misunderstood, I'm saying it still is going to be better. It cannot be misused. Sooner or later, it will serve. It just may not serve right away the first time you make a direction in that direction, a change in that direction. This holy relationship that I say, you can establish whenever you're ready, has the power to heal all pain, regardless of pain's form. Neither you nor your brother alone can serve if you're alone. Only in your joint will does healing lie. For here in your joint will is your healing. And here in your joint will you accept atonement. And in your healing is the sonship healed, because your will and your brother's will are joined.
In the holy relationship, both parties are seen as whole and complete. Being everything in the minds of both parties, being everything, the minds of both parties can join to extend love and forgiveness. In the unholy relationship, the parties are seen as limited and lacking. The objective of the unholy relationship is to take from the other party. Sharing is not possible, since each is perceived as a limited ego body. If we ask for the guidance of the Holy Spirit's thought system, the ego's special relationship can be transformed into a holy one. The ego's special relationship, made holy, forms the means by which the Holy Spirit teaches the split-minded the truth that we are only love and thus the sinless extensions of the mind of God.
Before a holy relationship, there is no sin. That means like in front of. In front of a holy relationship, there is no sin. The form of error is no longer seen, and reason, joined with love, looks quietly on all confusion, observing merely, this was a mistake. And then the same atonement, the same atonement you accepted in your relationship corrects the error, acknowledging that we are sinless, and lays a part of heaven in its place. How blessed are you who let this gift be given. Each sinless part of heaven that you bring is given you. And every empty place in heaven that you fill again with the eternal light you bring shines now on you. The means of sinlessness can know no fear, because the sinless carry only love with them.
The holy relationship allows Christ's vision to look past form to the content. It seems the truth of the sinless nature of our brother and our own sinlessness. By seeing our brother as sinless and guiltless, we grant the same freedom to ourselves. By giving, we receive. Our loving experiences are shared and thus real. The Holy Spirit saves all of these loving thoughts for us in heaven.
It's pretty cool.